Welcome back to Missouri Mayhem, Mystery and Murder. I'm Mindy.
And I'm Megan. We're so happy to be back with you. Hope everyone listening is having a wonderful day. Today, you guys, we are going to be listening to a pretty heavy case. It's the case of Kelsey Smith that happened in 2007. But before we get into that, Mindy, anything new with you?
I have zero going on.
She did make a fairy. We made fairy doors.
Oh, I did make a fairy door. It's more like a mouse door.
We made mine's a troll.
Yeah, yours is way cuter than
troll
mine.
door.
Troll door.
Yeah. But no,
What have you been doing?
We are trying to stick to our New Year's resolution, which is when we make plans and we buy tickets to go do something or we make a reservation at a restaurant, we're actually going to go do it.
Because you usually cancel?
Yes, we're really bad about having FOMO, about missing out at our house.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's happening while we're out with our dogs.
What's happening at my house?
So we have not stuck to those. We had one of those. I'd seen them forever on Facebook, those candlelight concerts, and it's a symphony, and they do different, like, famous artists, and it was gonna be every other song was gonna be Queen, then ABBA, Queen, then ABBA. And I'm like, oh my gosh, so fun. Well, the night it was scheduled for in January, we had the snow, so it got rescheduled to February 13th. So we're like, oh, what a great Valentine's.
Perfect.
Yeah. I made reservations at Piropo's.
Oh.
We had this whole evening planned out, and then we sat and watched ball games for about 6 hours that day.
Said, forget it.
And then we both looked at each other on the way home. We knew we had to go get dressed up.
This requires staying out later.
And we're like, no. So, yeah.
That's so much for that New Year's resolution.
I know. But I tell you, that's literally all I've been doing. We've been doing is breaking plans.
Well, as I get older, I'm just not feeling leaving the house as much. So I completely agree.
Same.
I understand.
Yeah.
And I'm 5 years older than you, so it just gets worse.
Yeah. I don't know how I can be more just wanting to stay at home. I don't know. But that's good, right? That we like our house.
That's good that you want to be at home.
That you want to stay there.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Today we are going back to 2007, like Megan said. And me and my little fun facts from those years. Maybe quit doing this eventually.
No, I like these. I like these.
So in 2007, the iPhone debuted.
I do remember that.
It's a pretty big deal.
That was a big deal.
It was the start of a great recession. Premiere of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
In 2007?
Yeah, so...
And I can admit, I've watched every single episode of that.
It's been 20 years. They're still going.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. Sopranos launched its controversial finale. I remember that. And yes. Do you remember how it ended?
See, I'm not a Sopranos fan. I've tried to watch it several times, and I don't know why. I need to try again.
They leave it at the end where the whole Soprano family is like sitting in a diner eating, and their perpetrator comes in, and then it just stops. So we don't know if the whole family got knocked off or if they ended up killing him, and they kind of left it to where it was maybe open for,
debate,
a movie or more. But then the main character, he passed away.
Right.
So we'll never know. But anyway.
Well, that show though, that finale kind of reminds me of, what was it? Saint Elsewhere. Remember where it ended in a snow globe? Like the whole show had been made up in this guy's head.
Oh my goodness. No, see, I didn't watch that.
Yeah, that one ended weirdly. People didn't like how Seinfeld ended. Weren't they in jail or something?
I don't know how that ended
And
either.
then the other one, I felt like people were controversial. Oh, the Bob Newhart show. Wasn't all a dream. He wakes up and was like, I just had the worst nightmare. And it's like all the seasons of the show. He's like.
And that's how they ended it? Yeah. That was a nightmare?
Yeah. He's like, or he says like, I just had the weirdest dream when he wakes up. Isn't that funny?
I didn't know that.
There's a lot of controversial finales.
There are a lot of controversy. Okay. That year, Britney Spears shaved her head.
Go Britney.
Yeah, she said,
I'm Britney, bitch.
The most popular song was Irreplaceable by Beyonce.
To the left, to the left.
Is that how it is?
Everything you own in the box to the left.
Is that how it goes?
Yes.
You're
irreplaceable.
To the left, to the left. I do.
You don't know about me. You don't know about me. Yeah.
Oh,
love it.
The most popular car was the Toyota Camry.
Good old Camry. I can't believe everyone doesn't drive a Camry.
I know, right?
It's like the most supposed.
Maybe they'll bring them back. Everyone will.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's our baby names.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Baby names. Jacob, Michael. That's in every one we've done, I think. Ethan, Joshua, and Daniel. Nice. And then girls were Emily, Isabella, Emma, Ava, and Madison. When did Twilight come out?
Twilight okay, so the book came out in 1990 or sorry, not 1990, in, like, because I was 2008,
Yeah.
2009, probably. So, you thinking Isabella.
Bella? Like, was that
Yeah,
popularized by
I bet
Bella?
it was. And so, like, you said here they'd be
They'd
19.
all these kids would be 19
So,
now.
there's a lot of sororities out there with Emily's,
Yeah!
Isabellas,
Yeah.
Emma's, Ava's, and Madison's. Yeah,
And Bella's.
and Bella's.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
nice. All good names.
Oh, yes. So, today we are going to be talking about the Kelsey Smith case.
Mm.
And this is a huge warning, listeners. This story is terrifying and very heartbreaking. This was one of those cases I was just doing and I was like, can I even do this? Like,
Right.
it's just a lot and
Very heavy.
very sad. So, what do you know about this case, Megan?
I know the main details of this case because I remember when this happened. And I
Yes.
remember it being on the news and them
Mhm.
showing the news footage and just thinking, "Oh my gosh,
How in the world
how
did this happen?
awful." Yes, how
Mhm.
awful it was.
So, I'll give you guys a broad overview of the case, and then I'll get into it in depth.
Okay.
On June 7th, 2007,
June 2nd?
sorry,
Yeah, just wanna
June
make sure we have the right date, yeah.
June 2nd, sorry,
Yes, yes.
2007, Kelsey Ann Smith, an 18-year-old teenager from Overland Park, Kansas, was attacked and abducted in her car in broad daylight in front of a Target parking lot in Overland Park, Kansas. Her body would be found 4 days later at Longview Lake, Missouri. She had been sexually assaulted and strangled. Her car was found abandoned outside of Macy's across the street from the Target.
And I think that's what, to me, stuck out about this is it was daytime, she was doing a normal activity, like
Mhm.
daylight, things we
Well,
do all the time and we feel safe.
and actually it happened, she left her house at 6:30 to go to the Target, and the abduction actually happened at, like, 7:10,
Ugh,
and so it was broad daylight because summer, and in Missouri, summer light lasts until, like, 9 p.m.
yes.
So, yeah,
It was just ugh,
it was definitely light outside when this
yes.
happened, but, I do wanna talk about Kelsey and just tell you about what a wonderful young lady she was.
Hmm.
She was born in 1989 in Charleston, South Carolina, to Missy and Greg Smith, and she would end up being the 3rd of 5 children, the very middle child.
Yes.
Her father, Greg, was originally from Overland Park, Kansas,
Okay.
and after retiring from the Navy, he moved his family back because they'd been stationed in Charleston. He moved his family back to Overland Park where he grew up, and Kelsey was about 9 years old when they moved
He's
back,
like,
so
he must have enjoyed it there.
yeah.
And Overland Park is a nice community.
Well, if you look up the best, cities to live in the United States, it's right up there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Um, I thought this was really, really cute.
Aw.
She earned the nickname No No.
Aw.
No, no, because she would always get into stuff and told, "No, no.
Constantly being told no,
No,
no.
no." So her nickname was No No,
Oh,
and I
that's
think
cute.
that is so cute.
Aw.
In high school, she was very involved in a lot of things. She played the clarinet and band, like you,
I did
Megan.
too.
She was involved in theater.
Aw.
She sang in the high school choir, and it was said that she had a really pretty voice.
Aw.
She was also involved in dance and track.
So she's just she really is like your kinda all-American girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
and she had good grades, said she was really responsible and really popular. Her mom said that their house was always full of her friends,
Mhm.
um, and, we must note that she grew up with her dad being a Kansas City police officer.
So when he retired from the Navy and they moved back to Kansas, he became a police
Yeah.
officer there.
Mhm.
Okay, okay.
And Kelsey had just graduated high school from Shawnee Mission West High School 9 days before her abduction. So on May 24th, she graduated just
Ugh,
9 days before.
makes my heart hurt.
Yeah. She was said to have a big heart, and she was just scrubbed in sunshine
Aw.
because she was so happy.
Oh, I love that, scrubbed in sunshine.
Yes. She liked to grind her mom's gears.
Grind her mom's gears.
It was said that she liked to chug soda, a lot of soda, and then burp massively to
Just to
piss
make
off
her
her mom.
That my
But
Our mom hates when I burp too, and I don't think it's a big deal. I feel like because I drink Coke all the time, and then when I burp, mom's like, "Excuse you."
I do.
Isn't it funny, moms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Aw.
burp around Ross all the time, never say excuse
Say
me. I'm like,
Aw, I love how like to grind her mom's
yeah.
gears.
She loved the color blue.
Aw.
She was silly and funny and inquisitive, and she was always ready to try something new. She had just got accepted to K-State, where she wanted to study veterinary medicine,
Aw.
and she had also been accepted into the university's band.
So she was probably going there on a band scholarship.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
For the
Aw.
clarinet.
Yeah.
She had a very serious boyfriend named John, with whom she'd been dating for about 6 months, and her dad claims that if Kelsey had not passed, they would have definitely gotten married.
Oh, like it was love, he
Yeah,
thought.
yeah. Excuse me. Okay, so let's just talk about what happened on the evening on that fateful June night.
Because when I hear this, you're like, "How could this happen?
Mhm.
How could this happen and no one see this? No one." Yeah.
Yeah. So on June 2nd, 2007, Kelsey went shopping at the Overland Park, Kansas Target. This Target store address is actually at 97th and Quivira, directly across from the Oak Park Mall.
Okay.
Okay, so that's where she went. She left her house around 6:30 p.m., still light out.
Yep.
Her plan was to get a memory box and something to wrap it in for her boyfriend for their 6-month anniversary, and they were gonna go out that night, and she was gonna give him the present, and they were gonna celebrate their anniversary.
So excited,
Yes.
getting something for their anniversary.
So, as she was leaving the house to go to Target, she realized that she left a CD that she wanted to listen to on her way to Target in the house.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. So, she ran back in the house, grabbed her CD, and on the way out, she said to her dad, "I love you, Dad. I'll see you later." And that's the last time her dad would ever see her or talk to her. Okay, thank goodness for Target surveillance cameras is all
Yes.
I wanna say. So at 6:55 PM, surveillance video from Target shows Kelsey Smith entering the store. You can if you've ever watched a documentary about this, the footage that the surveillance cameras from Target got were
Yeah.
yeah,
Shows her
yeah,
walking in and
walking
walking
in.
around.
As she's walking around, she makes a call to her mom while she was shopping. She asked her mom where she could find the memory boxes in
Aw.
Target, like, "Where can I find this item, mom?"
Yes.
Her mom's last words to her were, "Bye bye, baby. See you when I get home. I love you."
You just
Sh
never know when the last time.
Well, no.
I mean, they never dream that would be the
That's
last
why
time.
I say I love you all the
Me too,
time.
every time.
Um,
I'm kind of obsessive about it
Me
with
too.
family.
Like, I'll say it like 6 times before I hang up.
Yeah.
She is then shown checking out, exiting the store, and walking to her car. It is approximately 7:10 at this time. Then her image, unfortunately, gets really grainy and more distorted due to the poor quality of the camera
Sure.
in in 2007. But then you do see you see a flash of someone running toward her, and that is when she was abducted.
So you can't really see who they are, but you can tell what's happening.
Yeah, and you can just see a really quick flash of, like and
And and where was she parked, like, in relationship to the store? Far like, she had to
kind of
get
out there. It
like, she
was
had to park far out there?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's what it looked like to me, and
okay,
that's why it was kind of poor quality because it was kind of far out there,
sure.
the video. But the person that was seen running in her direction supposedly had a white shirt and dark pants on,
Okay.
okay? Okay, so
That was it.
that's all at Target.
Okay.
So it's 7:30 PM.
So about 20 minutes, we
Yeah,
think, after she was abducted.
yeah, she hasn't come home yet.
Right.
And John, her boyfriend, shows up to pick her up for their date. And
Ugh.
he excuse me, he had actually purchased her a gift too, a promise ring
Oh,
he was gonna give her that night.
yes.
But when he got to her house, she wasn't back yet. They thought, "Okay, no big deal. She's
Sure,
just running a little late. Maybe she got caught up in traffic." But then time kept going by, and they just started getting more and more concerned, like,
sure.
where could she possibly be?
And does
Um,
she have a cell phone?
she did have a cell phone, and
Okay,
it was on her,
okay.
and so,
I'm
um
guessing she wasn't answering, though.
right, not answering. So, They decided to call the police,
Sure.
the parents. And remember, Greg, the dad, is involved with police as a police officer, so he uses all the leverage he can. He, of course, you would.
Yeah.
You start making phone calls to different departments. Has she been pulled over? Had
Right.
she gotten in an accident? They started calling all hospitals, went to Target. Her car wasn't there.
How
Um,
scary.
so both so immediately, both of her parents and her boyfriend were cleared after hours of
So
interrogation.
questioned and then let
Yes,
cleared, yeah.
yes. And then by the morning of Sunday, June 3rd, their house had turned into a mini command
Oh my
center.
gosh, she's just disappeared,
Yeah,
and they
just
don't have a clue.
gone. Parents, siblings, friends, community members all came to their house to try and see, whatever they can do. There was a big group of people out there looking for her, and they called themselves Kelsey's Army.
Oh,
And there were 400 volunteers by Monday.
that says a lot about her.
Yeah, it does. The morning after Kelsey went missing, a team of officers went to Target to find security camera footage. And like I said before, thank goodness, they had hours of surveillance from over 40 different cameras.
Nice.
And they were able to piece pretty much all of her movements in that
Very
store
well.
out into the parking lot. While looking at the cameras, it was revealed that a male who was white and in his early 20s, wearing a white shirt and dark shorts, and remember that's what they saw in the video,
Camera.
had entered the store approximately 30 seconds after Smith had entered.
Right behind her.
Yeah. And the man seemed to be in every aisle that Smith had been in and appeared in almost every part of the footage showing her. He was clearly stalking her. The man made no effort to talk to her or to approach her in the store, but left just as she went to the cashier.
So he didn't buy anything.
Nope. He was just watching her. And as soon as she went to the cashier, he left.
Oh,
Okay.
she has no clue that this guy is.
No.
Yeah,
And we're
no
going to
clue.
talk in a little bit about that.
Yes, agreed.
The footage captured a clear picture of the man leaving the store before Smith. Okay. And I'm going to explain the whole thing and how it all went down and why he left first. And then, as I said before, in the parking lot, surveillance video appeared to show a grainy flash of someone running towards her car. That would end up being the perpetrator shoving her in her passenger seat. That's what he did.
Okay.
And this was about around 7:10 p.m. And like I said, still daylight. And that was the last surveillance video ever seen of her.
Him pushing her into her car.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Now, if you look at the surveillance video of him entering and exiting the store, as I was looking at it, I mean, he truly looks like a predator looking for his prey.
Yeah, like he's stalking her.
He's looking around and
like
following
her, looking at her, sizing her up, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, that next day, her grandparents actually found her car across the street at the Oak Park Mall in the Macy's parking lot.
So it had been obviously
Moved. Yes. When asked to show the Macy's surveillance, the surveillance showed Smith's car had been left there at 9:17 p.m., so 2 hours after she had left the Target parking lot. A figure in white shirt and dark pants was seen leaving the vehicle and running towards the street.
So that is that guy.
Yes, that clothing matched the description of the man in the video in the Target parking lot.
So 7:10 to 9:17. Like, so many people's worlds just imploded.
Yes, in 2 hours.
In 2 hours, yeah.
When they looked at Kelsey's car for forensic evidence, fingerprint experts isolated all of those who had legitimate reasons to be in the car, like her family, her friends, or boyfriend.
Yes.
They also found all of Kelsey's belongings, including the gift wrap she had purchased in Target. She had also gotten a Coach purse for her graduation. It was there as well. And everything they found was on the driver's side. All of her belongings, stuff, like she'd been pushing and dropped her stuff right there.
So, oh my gosh. And so we know it's not robbery.
No,
he didn't take
any of that.
He didn't take. So right then you're like, "Okay, this isn't
Yeah.
good."
But what they did find were some unidentified fingerprints on the seatbelt.
Good, good.
So now, here we this is so
I think I remember.
frustrating
Yes, I
right
think
here.
I remember this.
Okay, so luckily Kelsey did have her cell phone on her when she was taken, but unfortunately, an event happened with her phone. So her parents immediately like, okay, hey, Verizon, we need you to unlock our daughter's phone so we can find her location. And
Sure.
they're like, nope, sorry, we won't do that because Kelsey's 18.
Ugh.
She needs privacy. And, she's
It's
not
an emergency, come
right.
on.
So they would not do it. They said, you're going to have to go to the court, get an
Oh
order, blah,
my
blah, blah. So they did this. So 4 days later,
So it takes them 4 days.
4 days for Verizon to hand over the cell phone records to investigators. Um, and even though Kelsey had been seen on camera and was in imminent danger, they
Yes!
still
Like,
would not.
look!
Yes, and her parents were
Ugh,
so frustrated.
how awful.
So, um, they finally found somebody who knew what they were doing, and with the clock ticking, they found a man, and they got court order that seemed to take forever,
Yeah.
and a Verizon technician pinpointed a cell phone tower and told investigators to search 1.1 miles of it. It took him just a little bit of time to do that.
Like, if they'd have gotten that information right away, I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know that it
That
would,
would have
but
saved her life, but they would have found her
yes,
sooner.
yes, yes.
Within 45 minutes on June 6th at 1:30,
Oh,
they found her body 150 feet into the woods of Longview Lake in Grandview, Missouri. And so she had been there in Grandview at Longview Lake. That was 18 to 20 miles from where she had actually originally been abducted from the Target parking lot. It was said that the ground around her body looked very disturbed. It looked like there
ugh.
had been a struggle. She'd had injuries to her hands and neck, and the cause of death was determined to be strangulation. And an autopsy showed that she had also been sexually assaulted. Now, in a minute, we're going to talk about the Kelsey Smith Act
Okay, yes,
that occurred
yes.
as a result of that delayed search for her phone.
That's what I remember
Yes,
this coming
yes.
out of that.
Okay, but first, let's
Oh,
talk about
gosh.
Kelsey's perpetrator and how he got caught. So the outside footage of Target not only shows Kelsey being abducted, but it also showed a suspicious 1970s Chevy truck leaving the parking lot, which was also found to have entered the lot just before Smith had.
Okay, so this is where, and I don't know if that's what you were getting at with this going back in the house for the CD thing.
Mhm.
Like, if she'd not
Oh,
done that, would he not have seen her? Would they have missed each other?
yeah.
And you can't, and I'm
It is all about timing.
and you think, like, what if they hadn't moved back to Overland Park? And you
Right.
can't do that, and I'm sure her
No,
parents did that, and you
a
can't
million
live your life
times.
like that, but, I'm sure
Mm-mm.
you would just
Mhm.
murder your own insides with all
Mhm.
those
What
questions.
ifs, what
Yeah.
ifs, what ifs. Um, Luckily, a woman who saw the surveillance footage on TV on the news the next day recognized the perpetrator and that truck as her neighbor. So she called in a tip.
See, one person.
One
One
person.
person paying
She
attention.
called in a tip. She did the right thing. And on the evening of June 6th, so 4 days later, police arrested 26-year-old Edwin Roy, aka Jack Hall of Olathe, Kansas. Hall was in the process when they came to get him. He was in the process of leaving town. He was packing boxes with his wife and 4-year-old son, supposedly going on vacation.
When the
Packing
when the
boxes.
police show up.
Yeah.
So he's
He
married
was
and
getting the
has
hell
a
out of Dodge.
4-year-old son.
Mhm.
Wow.
And he's 26.
So he's ruined their lives too.
Yeah. And he had no adult criminal record, but did have a juvenile record of assault.
Ah.
He had been adopted at the age of 8 and had been returned to the state custody at 15 after threatening the family's daughter with a knife,
So he lived with them for 7 years, and then they're like, "No,
and then
sorry."
assaulted their daughter. And they're like, sorry, you have to go back.
Yeah.
And then he also assaulted another boy by striking him on the head with a baseball bat.
So he's, from a very young age, had these
a couple
tendencies.
issues.
Yeah.
Yes, a few issues.
Yeah.
And the police do not believe that he knew Smith
Oh
at
my
all.
gosh.
And we'll talk a little bit here about his thinking and what he was doing. But when questioned, Hall admitted, this is awful. Hall admitted, yeah, I was at Target and I did see Smith. I never approached her, but she had really nice legs.
Mother trucker.
Yeah,
Seriously? Yeah.
that's
Okay.
what he
And
had to
aren't you,
say.
if you're the police, going, yeah,
You're
you're
so
it.
guilty.
You're
Yeah.
it. Piece of shit.
He did allow them to take DNA samples. And guess what? His fingerprints match those on the seatbelt that
So
we
do
were
you
just talking
think
about.
he's just stupid? Because you're going in
Very.
Target, following her, you're on camera, you say, okay, take my DNA. I mean, stupid, or he didn't care.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They ended up finding 119 pieces of evidence that linked him to her murder. That included additional DNA on her steering wheel, as well as the muzzle. And this part kills me, the muzzle of his fucking BB gun.
It wasn't even a real
It was
gun.
not even a gun.
She had
a BB gun. Now, I looked up, can a BB gun kill you?
Right.
Yes. They
Sure,
can be
they can.
fatal if they shoot you in the right spot. And there's estimated 4 deaths per year via BB gun.
4.
Yes.
So she would have survived that more than likely.
Probably, if she would have known this is not
A real
bullet,
gun.
these are BBs, she may have,
Ugh,
I don't know, but
I
a
know.
BB gun.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Gosh. So anyway, all of that was enough to indict him.
Yeah.
And on August 1st, Hall was indicted by a Johnson County, Kansas grand jury for murder, rape, and aggravated sodomy.
Oh, gosh.
The charges made Hall eligible for the death penalty,
Good.
which Johnson County decided to seek.
Good.
And on July 23rd, 2007, as part of a plea deals to avoid the death penalty, Hall pleaded guilty to all charges and confessed.
You know, those freaking plea agreements, I do get it.
They get it out of him.
But I
don't want to go to the death chamber, so I'll just tell.
Yeah, it just blows my mind. Yeah.
And on September 16th, 2007, Hall was sentenced to life without parole for the kidnapping, rape, and murder of Kelsey Smith. In court, Hall apologized to Smith's family for, thanks.
Off.
Now, I'm going to give you a confession. This is Hall's confession, and it kind of makes it more clear as to what
happened,
went down that night in order. And there's parts of this that I'm choosing not to tell you guys, because if you really want to, you can go out and search and find all the
terrible
stuff. But anyway, this is what Hall's confession was. Okay, so he said he had spent that day on like a friend finder app of some sort, looking for friends or something. So with no luck, he said, I'm going to go to Oak Park Mall. He got a meal, didn't pay for it. He dined and dashed at Oak Park Mall.
Okay.
And then he went to Dillard's to get a gift for his wife.
What the hell? Okay.
In Oak Park Mall.
Okay.
So I'm going to dine and dash, but I'm going to go to Dillard's and get a gift.
Gosh, okay, this is showing very quickly.
So he goes to Dillard's, and then he's like, you know what? I'm really bored. And so then he drove to the Target store to see if there was anything there to do. And guess who he saw driving across the parking lot?
So this is just a case of random,
he did
terrible
not know
timing.
her. He did not plan.
This.
He saw her in her car.
And just noticed.
So he spotted Kelsey in the parking lot, noticed she was alone. This is what he said. Noticed she had nice legs and thought she looked like a 12-year-old.
What the hell? What?
Oh,
the
yeah.
hell? It's like fucking Ken McElroy.
It
you
is.
guys are pedophiles.
Yes.
You're terrible. What is...
So what does he do? He, parks kind of close to her, and he follows her. He was 30 seconds behind her.
And she had no idea.
Nope. He followed her inside the Target store, stalked her the entire time she was in this Target store, and he noticed when she was checking out, this is a good time to run up to my car, get my gun, and position myself in a way to harm her.
Oh, my gosh.
So she checks out. He's outside waiting for her. As she is getting into her driver's seat, that's when you see the flash. He runs over there, shoves her in the driver's seat of her car. Then he gets into the passenger seat in the back behind her.
Right. Okay. So
right behind her.
Right behind her.
And he has her at gunpoint.
He's got her at gunpoint.
And made her drive to Longview Lake.
Oh my gosh.
Where she pleaded to let her go.
I mean, so 20
20 minutes.
of hell.
Yes.
I can't even imagine what she was going through.
So they get to Longview Lake, and he walks her 150 feet into the woods, and I'm not gonna go any further, but he was charged for several things that I just laid out earlier. That's what went down.
I mean, he raped her.
He strangled her, he raped her, he did some terrible things, and then he covered her body with sticks and left the area. He drove her car to
Back
the
to the
mall.
mall.
Then he walked from the mall back to his truck
So,
at
I mean, he
Target.
really is just a dumb shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
come on.
then drove home.
Gosh. Oh. Okay.
So enough about him.
Yeah, agreed.
That's not what her family wants to remember her by.
Exactly.
And they want to remember her by her 18 incredible years of life that she had and the impact that she had in such a short amount of time. And her dad says that they now live by the motto, it's not the years in your life that counts, it's the life in your years.
Aw.
That was put on her headstone.
Yes.
And I'm tearing up over
I
here
know.
because that truly is, I think, what she
Yes.
did.
She was living a very
Yes.
full life.
Yes, hundreds of people showed up to her visitation, and it went past midnight
Oh my
with
gosh.
crowds
The
lining up around the
friends and
building. Her and her boyfriend were super
Oh,
close, and she had
yes.
talked to John about what she had wanted for her funeral to be like. Just in random conversation, she told her boyfriend, she said she wanted people to focus on who she was and for people to not be sad for her passing. They buried her. Oh, this part is so sweet.
Oh.
So that year for prom, she wanted a dress like Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Like the yellow Belle dress?
So she got that for her prom dress.
And wore that to prom.
And that's what she was buried in.
Oh my
Was
gosh.
that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And her parents are amazing. They have done some amazing work in her honor. Let's talk about the Kelsey Smith Act, first of all.
If anything came out of
Yeah.
this, I mean,
The Kelsey Smith Act that was put into place by Congress in February of 2021, so 14 years later, is a law that states, in essence, that cell phone companies can ping a phone if authorities determine that the subscriber is in danger, no matter your age.
No, because I think of elderly people that go missing.
Yes.
Or
No matter your age, if you are in danger, it's now the law, Kelsey's Act.
Yes.
They will find you.
Absolutely.
And so in at least one instance so far, this law has been acted upon.
Nice.
Yes. In February of 2015 in Lenexa, Kansas, a man stole a car unaware that a 5-month-old infant was inside.
Oh boy.
While in flight, he also ran down a pedestrian in a hit and run. The police found the car a half hour later at a convenience store after being able to ping the mother's cell phone, which was inside the car in her purse in the front seat.
So see, you have a situation like that where
and they were able to find.
Yeah, because I mean, like the mom. Yeah, yes.
The driver escaped, and as of 2015 is still at large.
Oh, great. Okay.
But it is believed that once he realized there was a baby inside, he ditched the car.
Well, good choice.
So
that was in 2015, and if the law didn't go into effect till 2021, do you think there was maybe it was like in the works?
Yes.
Probably like this had been in the works.
Yeah.
And hopefully phone companies were coming more knowledgeable by this time.
Yes.
Like, okay, we can't just let
It was coming into the works. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And then there's also the Kelsey Smith Foundation. And I think this is a really good idea. It's a foundation that educates high schoolers on how to be aware of their surroundings.
Yes, absolutely.
By being proactive and protecting our most precious resource, our children and young adults. Their goal was not to inform people of what to do in a bad situation, but rather show them how to avoid the situation altogether.
And that's what we want on this show.
Mm-hmm.
One of our main mission or focuses is the fact of preventative.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that could stop these things from happening.
Now, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about what happened to her and some things that maybe I want our listeners to be more aware of things like this, like what to do.
And that's what her family wants.
Yes.
Too. Her family wants, sounds like to me why they created this, because they think if she would have, or if we would have.
Now, first of all, I think she was being followed in Target and didn't know it.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't do anything wrong. Let's be clear on that. She did not do anything wrong. She should have the right to be able to go to Target and not worried about
But
being
what I'm saying is, if you go to a store like that and you notice someone is constantly in your aisle, I mean, that's being aware.
Yes.
Or that they're following you, those are your instincts. And I don't think
Sadly,
she had any idea that she was being followed
no, I don't think
at
just
all.
by watching that, I don't think she had any idea.
No. Um, Now, when she got out to the parking lot and he came up and pushed her in the car, could she have refused?
Sure, not getting in. What are you gonna do?
Right.
Yeah. What, you gonna shoot me? Then shoot me right here.
And that way, if you shoot me right here, my family can find me.
Well, our dad always told us, and our mom,
Mhm.
growing up as girls and not having cell phones at the time, I drove a Pinto for Pete's sake.
Yes. Yes.
Like if you get stranded or anything happens, and our dad and mom always told us, like, you just never go to a second location.
Our dad said, you scream, you yell, you refuse, you don't move, you don't go.
And if something happens to you, at least we know where you're at. And because here's the thing, statistics show you get taken to a second location, statistics are very high that you are not living through that.
No.
So, yeah. And again, we should be able as women to go and do these things and just as citizens in general. But we know the world today, there are sickos out there. And so we have to be aware.
Now, so he got in the car and got behind her
with this gun, I'm sure pointing it at her.
Yeah. So right then also get out of the car.
Yes. Like if he's going to shoot
if he's in your back seat, get out. Like
Yes.
he's in the back seat.
I have
So
control of the locks. I can
Yes.
unlock it. I can open my
get out
door.
and run and just run zigzag around just start screaming. I don't know.
Well, yeah. And and at 18, I'm sure she's sitting there going, okay, if I just do what he says,
I'll get out
of this. Maybe he just wants to rob me, whatever.
I mean, she might have thought that all the way walking into the woods. Like, he's gonna
Yes.
let me go.
Go.
I know he's gonna let me go.
Because it sounds like that's what he told her. He was
Yeah.
going to let her go.
Just do what I say.
And I'll let you go. Yeah.
Okay, during the 20-mile drive to Longview Lake, was there a stoplight?
A stop
Anywhere?
sign.
A
Anything.
stop sign. Like, maybe there wasn't. Like, where
Right.
she could just get out.
Yeah.
Or look at the person next to her and scream help, or I don't know.
It's crazy because I watched a case almost very similar to this, and he had abducted this girl, and it was same thing, in the back seat with the gun, and she dove out in the middle of the highway.
Okay,
She
that
jumped
was
out.
gonna be my next
She
thing.
jumped out.
Okay,
and she was screwed up, like, physically. She
Sure.
had but she was
She's
alive.
alive.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so Kelsey was driving, so literally, like, I'm
Slow
sure
it
she didn't
down
think
to 10 miles an hour and jump
get out.
Yes, in the middle of all these people and be like, "Help!"
Yeah. I don't
She
know.
just was she was a
Or
scared
she could have
teenager.
just wrecked the car, like, literally just
Yes.
ram it into another car.
That was my thought, like, hit another car, and then what are you gonna do?
And then that person in that car's involved.
Exactly, they're gonna have to get out, and
Mhm.
yes, exactly.
And
She was just hoping if she complied, she could get out of this.
Yeah.
I'm
and
sure.
I mean, it was a freaking BB
BB
gun.
gun. Oh my gosh.
So
Oh, yeah, no second locations, you guys.
no,
I mean, it's statistics show.
awful story, sad. It went beyond local Kansas City coverage. It received national media attention, including coverage by national news services such as Fox, CNN, MSNBC, Nancy Grace, The Today Show, The Mind of a Murderer, and as an episode of the television show See No Evil. So her story is still out there. Her name is out there. She will not be forgotten. I can promise you that.
No, she and the things her parents have done in her name are
Mhm.
things that are making a true difference.
A lot of people know who Kelsey Smith is.
Yes. And so she's living on in those
And
things.
she's helped save a baby.
Yes. And she has helped save who knows how many
and
other people.
And just you guys listening, just be aware. I don't know.
That's all we're asking is just you guys, we all want to believe we live in this world where nothing
Mhm.
like that could ever happen.
And a little strategy I have is anytime I get out of my car, I take my car keys and I put them in between my fingers like a little knife.
Like Wolverine.
Yes. Like if someone comes up to me, I can just start scratching with that thing.
Yeah. I also have my sometimes I'll put my finger on my car alarm as I'm getting out of my car. If someone were to approach me, I'd
Beep,
hit my car alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
And the other thing too I've found is in your body language, be aware.
Mhm.
Like, be assertive, be looking around. So if someone sees you, they see you're aware.
Well, they see you seeing
Them, exactly.
So, and another thing I do is anytime I walk out to a parking lot, I'm aware of where my car is.
Yes.
And I'm looking around my car to see if there's anybody, like, around my car waiting for me.
Right.
I know that's weird, but
No, but just in general, like, in the area, is there someone sitting in the car next to me? I even look there sometimes. Like,
is
if
there a
someone
paneled van sitting right next to me, I'm not getting in
free
at
that
that
says
time.
free candy. Yeah. So, no,
Mhm.
absolutely. You guys, that is one of our main reasons, is to help prevent things like this. And
Yeah.
this, I don't know if it's good, or I think it's good, but it's sad. Doing this podcast has made me so much more
Oh
aware.
my gosh, me too.
So much more
Almost
aware.
almost too much.
I know.
Like,
Same.
I
Maybe
mean,
that's why we're not
no
leaving our
one
houses.
I mean,
I
I'm like
don't know. I'm like,
I can promise you, like, if, something were to happen, I would put up a really, really, really good fight, and
yeah,
I'm not saying Kelsey didn't, but
for
knowing
sure.
the things that we know,
Now.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure, but Megan, would you want to say a prayer for her and her family and friends and her
absolutely.
boyfriend?
Dear Lord, please continue to wrap your arms around Kelsey Smith's family, her boyfriend, just everybody that's been affected by this terrible tragedy. Continue to give her family strength to make impacts like they are with the Kelsey Smith Act and the Kelsey Smith Scholarship or Foundation at her school. Just her legacy and life was valuable, is valuable, and we know she's probably saved so many lives herself with what's come out of this. Dear Lord, just continue to be with her family and give them the strength every day to go on and remember their daughter. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Megan.
You guys, thank you for being with us today. Until next time, as always, stay curious, stay kind, and stay safe. Thank you so much for listening. This has been Missouri Mayhem, Mystery and Murder. I'm Megan.
And I'm Mindy,
Missouri, you bring the mystery.
and we'll bring the mayhem.
Peace out.